Today we'll be discussing everything you need to know about chocolate ganache. Today I'm going to make a silky smooth dark chocolate ganache. We'll start by chopping 400 grams of dark chocolate. Make sure to chop your chocolate thin and evenly so that your chocolate melts evenly. Transfer the chopped chocolate to a heat-proof bowl. So there are three ways in which you can make your chocolate ganache. The first method is a double boiler method. The second method is your microwave method. The third method is pouring hot cream over chopped chocolate. Today I'll be showing you the double boiler method. So for the double boiler method, we'll keep a pot with water in it on the stove. We heat the water till it comes to a boil and then bring it down to a simmer. Now the water has started boiling, so we'll bring it down to a simmer. I will place a bowl of chopped chocolate on it now. So the heat from the simmering water below will start melting the chocolate. Melt the chocolate till there are no lumps in the chocolate left. So let's talk about the cream that you use for chocolate ganache. So here you can use either Amul fresh cream or Amul whipping cream for this purpose. Heavy cream would be the best choice of cream for this purpose, but it is very difficult to find heavy cream here in India. The difference between heavy cream and your regular Amul fresh cream is the fat percentage. So heavy cream has about 36% of fat, while your Amul cream has around 25% of fat. Of course, more fat percentage means more richer your ganache will be, but this also works just fine. So when you hear about chocolate ganache, you always hear ratios like 1:1, 2:1 or 3:1. So what do these ratios mean? So in these ratios, the first number represents the amount of chocolate relative to the amount of cream that is represented by the second number. So when a ratio says 2:1, it means 2 parts of chocolate to 1 part of cream. So like for example, today we've taken 400 grams of chocolate. So for that we'll be using 200 grams of cream. So 400 grams of chocolate to 200 grams of cream. That's a 2:1 ratio. So 2:1 ratio is the most common ratio that you will be using for your chocolate ganache for most of your purposes. So to the melted chocolate, I'll add my 200 grams of cream. And with a whisk, I'll gently start stirring. Be sure to be very gentle when you're doing this. Once it is done, take it off the heat. So your ganache is now ready. Now we'll let the ganache cool at room temperature. We'll place a plastic wrap on top of the chocolate ganache so that the top surface of the ganache touches the wrap. This is done to prevent any crust formation on top of the ganache. Once the ganache cools slightly, you can use this ganache to garnish your cupcakes. You can also use this ganache to glaze your cake. So after about 4 to 5 hours, your ganache would look something like this. Depending on the country where you live and how cool the weather is, your ganache will set into something like this. The ganache will become a nice, smooth, spreadable consistency. So at this stage, you can use your ganache to frost your cupcakes. To frost your cakes. After keeping the ganache at room temperature for about 24 hours, it becomes very firm. So it is of scoopable consistency at this point. You can make chocolate truffles at this stage from your ganache, or you can whip your ganache to make whipped ganache frosting. The texture of this ganache is more like mousse, and you can use it to frost cupcakes or fill your cupcakes with. So let's talk about the mistakes you need to avoid while making chocolate ganache. Mistake number 1. Make sure that your bowl and your whisk are very dry when you make the ganache. If there are some particles of water left in your bowl or your whisk, there is a chance you might seize the chocolate or harden the chocolate, because chocolate and water are enemies, and when they come in contact with each other, the chocolate seizes. Mistake number 2. Make sure you do not use whipping creams like Tropolite, Rich Gold, etc., because they are not meant for this purpose. So when you heat these creams tend to curdle and split and will not mix uniformly with your ganache. So use fresh creams like Amul fresh cream or Amul whipping cream for this purpose, but do not use whipping creams. Mistake number 3. So if you are making ganache by pouring hot cream into chocolate, make sure that your cream is not too hot. If your cream is too hot, it will burn the chocolate and your ganache will split and become grainy in texture. Mistake number 4. Make sure when you're making ganache, you do not mix the ganache too vigorously. If you do so, there is a chance you might split your ganache, or your ganache will become grainy in texture. So make sure you're very gentle when you're whisking your ganache. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any tips of your own on how to make the perfect chocolate ganache, let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification bell so you get notified every time we upload a video. Until next time, see you guys.